You won't believe the amount of messages I get on a daily basis asking me to help them get out of deep drawdown on their prop firm challenges. Now, ever since my prop firm videos blew up, I feel a sense of responsibility to help you guys get out of this cycle where you're constantly buying and blowing your account challenges. Before we get into this video, some of you may be wondering who I really am to be talking about this topic. Well, over the past couple of years, I've been able to pass around 100 prop firm challenges for myself personally, as well as helping others do the same. Now, this is very well documented on my YouTube channel, which you guys can have a look after watching this video. Right, so this is the part of the video which you guys wanted to hear when you clicked on this video. So here it is. Let me tell you exactly how you can stop failing your prop firm challenges. Education, education, education. I'm sorry, there's no better way I can put it. There are no shortcuts. There's no longevity in using those high frequency bots to pass your accounts and then failing your live account because your emotions went all over the place or you had no clue what you was doing. There is no better time for you to lock in than now. During the Christmas holidays, the markets are going to be dead and there's not going to be much opportunities for you to be taking trades. Just by sacrificing one prop firm challenge is all you need to invest in yourself. Now, you don't necessarily need to be taking my course or my education. For the beginners out there, I have a free beginners course online on my YouTube channel which you guys can check out. And for the more advanced or the intermediate traders which are still struggling to become profitable, this is your time to analyze your data that you've collected over the past year and see where exactly you're going wrong. This is also something that I've discussed on my YouTube channel. But if you're not bothered to do any of that, let me give you 3 key tips which you need to be able to pass any of your prop firm challenges. Structure is king. I sometimes get asked what was that light bulb moment where it just clicked. Well, in my opinion, I think structure is the most important thing you need in the markets. Whether you're looking at the higher time frame for your directional bias, or you're looking at the structural time frames for your significant levels, or you're looking for entries on a lower time, structure will be that consistent theme. Now, when structure is mentioned, the first thing that comes to your mind is higher highs and higher lows. Now, that's just a foundation layer to structure. There is a much deeper layer which goes into determining all of these factors, and it's something which I definitely recommend for you guys to look into. Risk to reward ratio. Now, this goes without saying, your risk to reward ratio is one of the most important things, and that's why it's in my top 3 tips, because your risk to reward will ultimately determine whether your strategy is profitable or not, even if your accuracy isn't the best. So I always recommend for you to at least start off with a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and over time refine your strategy to then increase that risk to reward to ideally around a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4. Now, the best way to improving your risk to reward ratio will be to drop down to lower time frames. Now, ideally, I like to take my entries on the 5-minute time frame, which gives me the best risk to reward as I'm looking for more intraday moves which play out on the 30-minute time frame. Psychology is my 3rd tip for you guys. Now, everyone has different ways of reacting to their emotions. For me, FOMO was a big fear, and for you it may be the opposite, where you're very hesitant to get into the markets. Whatever the psychology is, it's important to identify your emotions and come up with a plan on how you should be managing that. Now, the way I overcame FOMO was to simply write a list of criteria which needed to be met for me to enter the trade. Now, if those criteria were not met, I would simply stay out of the market and just suppress that FOMO. Now, over time, I came to realize that I will no longer have FOMO if I know exactly what my strategy is entailing, and if my criteria are met, that's exactly when I'll be entering. If that isn't met, I'll stay out of the market and be patient. Now, I hope these tips were helpful to you guys. Be sure to drop it in the comment section down below if there's any other tips you would add to the ones I've given. And be sure to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel if you are interested, which you can see on screen right now. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.